Hello and welcome to my August wrap-up video. Thanks for tuning in to Vanessa Fortune's Blessed. So, I listened to a few audiobooks. I have to go get my phone to show you. Okay, so I use Scribd to listen to audiobooks. Let me see if I can check. Alright, so I ended up listening to, let's see if this one. These are all books for August. I ended up listening to Into the Wild by John Krakauer. I enjoyed it. I liked the movie better. And this was for Batutan, for movie to book adaptation. And I give this one 3 stars. I also listened to The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. And I enjoyed this one so much because I could relate to the story a lot. It's basically about the girl. She's Spanish. I think she's Dominican. And she enjoys writing poetry, slam poetry actually. And her mom is very Catholic and wants her daughter to be a certain way and has different expectations than what she gives out to her mom. And her mom ends up burning all her poetry, which was really tragic. But I can relate to that because my mom did not burn all my poetry, but she did throw away all my books. So yeah, I give that one 4.5 stars. I also listened to Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. I enjoyed this one. I didn't listen or read the first book of this one, and it was kind of like, it threw me off a lot of parts, but I guess that would happen because I didn't read the first book. So I give this one 3.5 stars. I also listened to Hope to Die by James Patterson, and I give this one 4.5 stars because, I mean, it's James Patterson that has to do with Alex Cross, and I love him so much. Like, any books that have to do with Alex Cross, I'm reading, and I love Alex Cross so much, like his storyline, because it's tragic and deep and so thought out. And I got into it when I was in 8th grade. So, because of my teacher, I saw her reading a James Patterson book, and I was like, what is that? And then she told me about it, and I went to the library and I got some James Patterson books, and it was a wrap from then on. And then physical books. These are the physical books. I ended up reading The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. I finished this one while I was on vacation with hubby, and I give this one 4 stars because, like I said in my Thriller-a-thon wrap up, I will link the card up above. It took a while to like go to where it needed to go, and I was really confused because I didn't know that one of the sisters was still alive. It kind of came to me in the middle of the story, but it was still good. It was still good. Like, a lot of horrible things happen in this book, so I do give it 4.5 stars. Pretty Girls. This was my first Karen Slaughter book that I've ever read, and this one I give 5 stars. It was so demented and tragic. Oh my god, like, I haven't read a book and it gave me so many 8mm vibes. I was just like, oh my god, like, this can't be life. But it was such a good book. So if you're looking for a good thriller that gives you like the vibes of the movie 8mm, Pretty Girls, you gotta pick that up. Next is Talon by Julie Kagawa, and I got this one in BookCon. Signs. Got to meet the author and everything. I really enjoyed it. It has to do with dragons. I love dragons, and I'm really loving books that have to do with dragons. So there's this girl that she is a dragon, and she's living incognito as a human, and she basically is working for the company Talon. Like they're the ones who control the dragons, and she has a brother, and they're basically out in California learning how to live amongst the humans. And then she ends up meeting this boy who's another dragon living incognito, but he's rogue. And then they end up escaping Talon's grips. So yeah, I gave this book 5 stars because I enjoyed it so much. The other book I read for August is The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. This book was so good and it tied together. This is the book that you should read before you read Practical Magic. So if you watch the movie Practical Magic, there's these girls and they have these aunts and they're witches and stuff like that. So this is basically the emphasis of the aunts, or like the aunts before. So I enjoyed it, and it tells a lot about their history and why there is a curse and stuff like that. And one of the sisters actually beats the curse, which was really interesting. So yeah, and the brother too. So it was really good. Sorry, spoiler alert. I give this book 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I'm loving books about dragons and magic and witches. So yeah, that's my wrap up for August. I will be doing a September TBR, so stay tuned for that. If you like this kind of video, hit like and subscribe to my channel. Bye!